John Mann here and Michael Vincent, who works for us here at the Guitar Vault and is also a PRS Pulse artist. And we're here to talk about Silver Skies. And I think Mike is probably one of the perfect people to talk about it with me because he owns the same guitar as this one here, the core one in what's the color called?
Gold Mesa.
Gold Mesa.
But I got the rosewood fingerboard.
Right. So we're surrounded by SEs. These are all the SE Silver Skies.
New SE Silver Sky.
Right, just released. These are our first 4, which are spoken for. Sorry, guys. But we have plenty on order and more coming every week from PRS. So let's dive in. My first impression picking these guitars up, I played with this one a bit. Really resonant guitar.
Yeah, they're incredible.
You know,
they really are.
Everything is set up great. The action is just like you would expect any other PRS to be. Fit and finish is amazing. I mean, it's
There's subtle differences from the U.S., but nothing. I mean, as far as the controls and the comfort of the guitar itself, it doesn't feel cheap. And
it's everything. Like I'm saying, the joints are finished. The pick guard is nice and clean. The bridge is nice. The bridge design is different than the Silver Sky. 2-point mount. Those have 6-point.
Yeah.
So subtle differences like that.
Yeah, I did notice that too.
So that's more vintage. The saddles appear to be the same.
Yeah.
And so
And the pickup cover's a little different. They don't have the embossing, but
yeah. So
But
Mike,
subtle.
when you picked this up, what's your first impression?
I played with them a few hours this afternoon, and there's really no loss of quality or enjoyment from the U.S. to this. I mean, it's really amazing.
So you take this out to a gig and play it.
Oh yeah, tonight.
No troubles,
Yeah.
no questions.
No.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about the differences.
You had one in pieces.
Right.
That one in pieces.
With this one, I took apart, and you'll see another video of the key components. Ever since I was a little kid, anything I got, I had to take apart to see why it ticked. And I guess that's why Paul and I worked so well together so many years. Taking it apart, looking at everything. For me, I wanted to see how the bridge was built and made and spec'd out, how the tuners were made and spec'd out, just everything. The pickups, the nut, the neck shape, the carve. I took measurements of everything. So let's talk about the similarities and the differences. We got core guitar, SE guitar. I'm not going to measure the body, down to the degree or even the same with the neck, but we do have some basic information on it. It's just not worth doing that because you're never going to be able to buy a PRS body or a PRS neck. They're not going to sell them. So you're not going to take that neck and put it on this guitar or vice versa, even though they will fit, by the way.
Unless you buy them both.
Yeah. Then you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't have the dimensions on me, but the nut on this guitar is, I think, slightly wider.
Yeah, it is, for sure.
Right? The fingerboard radius is larger. That's a 7 1/4, and this is 8 1/2.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, I didn't really notice that.
Yeah. So it played fine for you?
Yeah.
So that 8 1/2 is probably, people would consider it more of a contemporary Strat radius.
Mm-hmm.
The bridge is another difference. We've got, it's a sheet metal style bridge,
Right.
but this one is 2-point, whereas that has 6 points on it. So that's a little different.
Any benefits or loss there, you think?
No. People have always asked, 2-point bridges. Sometimes people think the 2-point bridges feel a little silkier, but I think that's really more of how well the setup is done on the bridge. If those 6 screws on that one are set up exactly right, that bridge will float just the same as this because there's the same amount of string tension, but it's a steel block. The claw is the SE style one, so it's a little cheaper.
Okay.
But same springs. The knobs are ever so slightly different, but
Are they?
yeah. I mean, they're fluted knobs. They're functional. They're great.
Yeah.
The switch tip, maybe they're the same parts. I don't know. I will tell you the pickups on that guitar, they're not shaped like a Strat pickup. They're just oval inside, and the cavity in that one would only accept those pickups. It would not accept, say, an aftermarket Strat style pickup, where I believe this one would accept a Strat style pickup. So
Yeah, they look a little wider from the
Yep.
side.
yeah, they're ever so slightly, and that's why that one is, over $2,000.
Right.
That is
Analyzed.
totally engineered and spec'd out to be what it is, and everything about that is per John Mayer's specs, in conjunction with Paul Smith.
Right.
This one as well, but obviously they've made some compromises so that they could make it affordable. I mean, this is $850.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is. It is.
There's no guitar, this type of guitar, in the price point that could compare with this. Not possible. These are really impressed. The backplate, that says John Mayer Silver Sky on it.
Yeah, that's just slightly different.
Yeah, says SE on this one.
Yeah. Same
Yep.
material though, I think.
Yep, yeah, these are aluminum and they're black anodized.
Yep.
Get the cover plate, I imagine most guys will end up taking them off and leaving them off, like most Strat
I
guys
did
do.
notice that this looks a little bigger than on Strat. Like maybe they cut that out a little bigger so that you can actually get in there.
Yeah, that's what struck me as the same as a PRS, what you'd see on a Cool
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah. Because with some of the Strat ones, I mean, they were so thin that no matter where your bridge was, it's like they never lined up.
To get your string
Yeah,
in.
and you're changing strings on a
Right.
gig, and it's like fighting it.
Right. Newly designed strap buttons, little thing. So that's a core strap button.
Yeah, that is.
But PRS recently changed the strap button even on the core guitars. And this is not the same, but it's pretty close. And the head is bigger, but yet you're able to get your strap on and off pretty easily. So it's pretty nice. If you look back there, some will have it and some won't.
I was just noticing that.
So other differences, that's alder, the body.
Yep.
This is poplar. And, some people are like, oh, poplar is a cheap wood. It sounds like crap. I'm digging for a pick, but I guess I don't have it. I got one in my pocket. Found it. Just play a chord. I mean, that rings. That's resonant.
Yeah, this one might be a little deeper, but
Yeah,
resonance is there.
yeah. And same thing, this rings, Another difference is we noticed the locking tuners on that guitar,
Oh yeah.
but not on this one.
Okay.
I've spec'd them out. I am almost certain that the Silver Sky locking tuners will fit on this guitar. And I'm certain that John Mann's Guitar Vault with Man Made USA will be, you can
Send us those.
send us those and we'll retrofit them for you. We'll modify them so they can be locking. And we will also sell replacement sets, probably with different color buttons as well. I mean, this comes in one color. Gray buttons, if you like them, they're great. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you.
SOL.
Yeah. But we'll probably have some other options for you.
Are those the same frets?
No.
They look a little bigger.
Yeah, they're a little wider.
Yeah, a little wider fret.
Those are more vintagey.
Yeah.
These were 95 wide by 45 high.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are definitely smaller, skinnier.
Yeah.
Like you said, kind of.
Same scale length, though. PRS is beginning to size what strings you get on it depending on the model. For example, Paul's guitar comes with 10s
Mm-hmm.
in the SE line. This has 10s as well.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
could be set up for 9s if you really want, but I'm a firm believer that 10s sound better. So it comes with the standard SE gig bag, not the premium gig bag. I'm looking at them over there.
They got a new color.
Yeah, these, and I don't know if that's just a new color for 2022 or if it's just a Silver Sky color, but they're like a gray. Okay, Mike's gonna go grab one for you. When we do clinics with Paul, which obviously pre-COVID, Paul would come with an old one that was maroon.
Yeah.
He would have whatever guitar he was bringing for himself, which is basically a private stock guitar, in that, and he flew with it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Paul.
I kind of feel he took the red because he could spot it a mile away. You know?
Yeah.